Can't you see what they do day by day? They just a wicked people. Wicked people, my friend. Oh no, what you gonna do when they rise up? Africa is waiting for you. Come on, my people. Can't you see what they do day by day? They just a wicked people. Wicked people, my
Whoa, whoa,
friend.
whoa. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Satan is coming to devour everybody up. Satan is coming to devour up everyone. Yes, according to Satan, he's going to destroy everybody. And who is Satan? As the Iranian said, the white man. He said the white man is a devil and he must defeat him. He said the white man is a devil and he must defeat the white man. How are you going to defeat the white man? What do it take to defeat him? He got all the guns. He got all the diamonds. He got all the mineral. He got all the nuclear weapon. Some. How you going to destroy him? He got all the food. He got all the big ships. He got all the high-rise buildings. How are you going to defeat him? He got all the poisonous chemical. He got all the disease in high places. How are you going to defeat him? It's not going to work until the woolly man get together from all over the world, north, south, east, and west, and unite in one according to nature, because he's the original man that came from himself, not made by anyone. And once he realizes that all over the world, he will come to the understanding of his doing, that no other man can above him but himself, because other came out of him with interference. And to defeat those that came out of him, he must have that ability with no fear in his mind to destroy those that came from him. Straight up. It's simple and it's easy to understand. You do not need to be a science rocket man to know that. The original man must stay forever, unless he causes confusion within himself so others can destroy him. Otherwise, he will remain forever. So we have to wake up and gather up our people from north, south, east, and west. But who is out here to do that? Who is among us that is waiting to take that position? Because no one is not standing up and no one is not rising up. Everybody gone off into silliness. Artificial intelligence, which not going to go too far because it will be wasting of time of the human thought and ideas. So when it goes off into silliness, everything will become silly to the mind of the woolly man, and he will lose his ways of direction. And that's all I'm saying. So we got to wake up and realize, hey, who the hurt belongs to. The hurt is not belongs for everyone. The hurt belongs to the woolly man. But he caused interference to brought forth others into existence, so he have a problem in his doing. And for him to come back to his original state, he would have to get rid of all those that he brought in existence with interference. It's very simple. And how he's going to do that? When he don't have any food, when he don't have any guns, when he don't have any ammunition. How he's going to do that? When he have no land, when he have no shelter. How he's going to do that? So he's staying on the back burner and waiting to see how he's going to do that. And it's not going to work by he waiting on the back burners to see how he's going to do that. No, sir. It's not going to work. He got to rise up and take his rightful place on this planet and get rid of this white man Jesus from his mind and from his thought. He have to get rid of this white man Jesus from his mind and from his thought. And if he do not do that, nothing will take place with his doing. Because his mind becomes a mess. In dispensation of time, his mind is in a mess. So by his mind is in a mess, also his children and his grandchildren mind is getting into the mess. And there is no return for the thoughtful mind of him. Because he brought forth contamination into the world of bringing forth others in his doing. He was the only original man on this planet. Until he brought interference in his doing. So you can see that he's stuck at dispensation of time. He's stuck in his doing. You can see that for yourself that the black man is stuck in his doing. He have no doing of dispensation of time. Because he caused interference to brought forth others on this planet. We are not from space. Look, I will repeat myself again. Anything your eyes can behold on this planet is from the ground, or from the earth, as you call it. From the ground. Anything your eyes can see. It is not out of space came here. It's from the ground. But you've been taught in another way of doing things that this white man God or this white man Jesus brought you forth in existence. So your mind get caught up. So you do not know where to turn. So you've been in a dilemma of violence, beating your woman, beating your children, speaking bad unto each other. Do you see what's taking place in Africa? It's dying out slowly. Hello? Africa is dying out slowly because of the doing of others with their interference up into the motherland. So by they have interference up into the motherland, our people is getting contaminated day by day. They're getting contaminated night by night. All type of shit is taking place with our people. And nobody's not paying attention to what is taking place. Nobody. We have been filled with disease. Man-made disease. Nature does not make disease for man. Disease is not from the human body. Disease is from the animals that we consume. Because nature made them that way. And the disease is to protect their bodies from getting sick. You didn't get that part. Diseases in the bodies of the beasts so they don't get sick. If you look on all the beasts in the wild, far away from men's captivity, they don't get sick. They only get sick because they're in captivity and eating the wrong stuff. Eating grains. They don't supposed to be eating grains. They're supposed to be eating green leaf, not dry leaf. Hello? And that's the problem we are having. That's the problem we're having. The beasts, four-footed beasts, are eating dry leaf. Instead of eating green leaf. And the people cannot see that. So when you eat the flesh of them, you get contaminated. If you don't know to get rid of the disease from the flesh that you're trying to eat. But this white man, God tell you that they were made for you to eat. No. That's nonsense. The animals are just like us. All creatures have the same design of the heart. Same shape of the heart. Same shape of the heart. All things, the bird, the chicken, the cow, the pig, the human, the heart have the same shape. Only thing some is smaller. Can you get it? Some of the heart is smaller, but they all have the same shape. The smallest of things that have heart in its body. It's have the same shape. Also the liver. Same texture of the liver and same shape of the liver of the human, of the four-footed beast. Only thing is different is the body, the structure of the body of the four-footed beast. Everything have a brain. Everything have a nostril. Everything have eyes. Different structure. Because we're all in nature in our own different ways. None is above each other. And we are not the king of the jungle. Hello? If you are the king of the jungle, go where the lions are and see. Or the tiger. Or the dangerous snake, the cobra. So we're not the king of the jungle, we're just another creature, just different from them. But if you want to make that use above all of them, go ahead. As Clint Eastwood would say, make my day. Go where the lion is. 6, 7 lions. Stand up out there and see if they're going to run away from you. They're going to heat your bodies and wipe their mouth off on the ground. They don't play. So you're not the king of the jungle. So we got to wake up and realize what the white man is doing. And we have to wake up and realize what the black man is not doing. Black man is not doing anything. Black man is not doing anything. They don't sitting back unconcerned. They don't know what is cracking. What's up, Mr. Black Man? They don't know what's going on. Only a few of them know what's going on. Those with the ears open up, they can hear. And those with the eyes that they can see. Rest, they blind, deaf, and dumb. Care not what's going on. And when you speak unto them, they say they do not care. What about the grandkids? They do not care. So they're playing Mickey Mouse game with Santa Claus. And Santa Claus is for the white man, not for black people. You know, as a young boy, the maid at my home told me, hey, Christmas is coming up. You need to put a socks over the foot of the bed. We got a bed high, way up. You can sleep on it there. I never sleep on top of the bed. I get on it there and I lay down into a bag and sleep on it there. Because I was scared as a young boy. Because the maid is into one room. Sometimes I go into the maid room and I slept. She was, at the night before Christmas, she said, put a stocking and Santa Claus will bring you something tonight. With my dumb ass, I didn't know. I put a stocking, I find one of my dad's stockings, put it onto the bed foot. I wake up in the morning, I could not sleep all night. Trying to see if I could see this guy coming. Straight up, I'm not bullshitting you. And guess what's happened? I doze off maybe 4 o'clock in the morning, waiting all night for Santa Claus. And when I wake up in the morning, like 6 o'clock and take off the stocking, I see nothing to the stocking. She smart me and told me I took it off too early. See, she smart me because there was no Santa Claus. She was a smart maid. So she and her daughter stayed to my dad's house, and I was the only boy there. My dad only come at night because he going during the day. He going to the church. So I get most of my knowledge from the maid. And her daughter was much bigger than me. Then she get fired and she go back to her destination, and my father's sister becomes the maid. I got nothing from her besides watch her cooking and watch her washing up all my dad's clothing. And she also washed mine too. But later on, my dad told her not to wash my clothes. Let me do it myself. I guess I was getting to be mature. So I learned how to wash with my hand. You know what I'm talking about? I learned to wash with my hand. So now I get the understanding that, hey, You got to do things on your own. So what I'm saying, black people got to wake up. Because we're so messed up in our doing, we forget what we're supposed to do. As human beings, as you call ourselves. We totally forget. Because we're fighting among each other for so long, you forget what you're supposed to do for yourself. And you also forget what you're supposed to do for others. Should you have to do for others? Yes or no? That's the question. So if you got to do for others, in the meantime, what are they doing for themselves? That's another question. But all I can tell you, we forget what we're supposed to do for ourselves, so we get caught up by thinking about others. But we can think about others in another way if we get together. When we get together, then we think about each other. But by we scatter this in this manner, and we can't get to think about each other, it's messed up. Because some of the black men is thinking about white men, white girls, white women, Chinese women, Indian women, and not thinking about the black woman. Talk about black women. The Negro man that gain material things doesn't want to mess with the poor Negro woman. They said it's too much work. Everlasting burden when they pick up a black woman that doesn't have anything. That's the mentality. So that's kind of messed up. Shame. So what I'm saying, black men gotta wake up. Wake up, Mr. Black Man. And see what we can do. See what we can do for Africa. Are we going to go back there and the government give us land to build our dwelling? Are we? If we go back, we have to buy the land, right? And the government have a whole bunch of land there. And they're not trying to invite us there. No African government is saying, listen, to the Caribbean and to the American people, we have land that we divided up. So come on back home. From north, south, east, and west, come on back home. Let's build the land up. Let's build a nation. Nothing going on like that. The leaders are trying to get rich and get richer. They're not trying to take care of the people. No, sir. Go to Africa, it's in a mess. So many shanty towns. And they got some nice homes here too. You know, the guys that go to England and come to the United States and went to Canada, they went back home with a few dollars and they built mansions. And they're all up in there by themselves. And when you got a mansion and you're all up in there by yourself, it's kind of messed up. Messed up. So what I'm saying, if you build a mansion, you need to fill it up with people. With either your family or with strangers. Or with good friends. Either you charge them or let them stay there for free. But I don't think free is good. So you got to charge them. Maybe not abundantly, but minimum. So you get compensation. If you got a 10-bedroom mansion, you do 9 of them out. Have 9 people up in there with their family. Instead of letting sit in there. It's lonely. I got a big mansion before. It's not good. When your girl gone and your children gone, it's too much. So I'm saying to the black man, we gotta wake up. Stop doing bullshit. Stop hating each other. Stop telling on each other. Stop fighting your friends. Fighting your neighbors. We gotta cut that bullshit out and wake up. And once you realize what's going on, you're gonna have big understanding of how to do things. Look, everybody have a brain. And if you didn't born messed up, the brains will work properly. It don't have to be trained. It's already trained from the womb of the mother. Is it so? No. You have to train it. It came out of the womb with all the mechanics function. But you have to develop it up out of the womb. And that's how it is. So once you realize that the brain's already developed into the womb, and when it comes out, the function that it will perform already patterned down into the brain. So it just comes out and develops more. Once you realize that, you understand. So if you got to let some other people train your brains, that means you're not going to be the real man. Nobody trained you. No, the mother of a cow doesn't train the calf to use the brain. All the calf do is suck from the tip of the mama, and that's it. And the brain functions by him, not by the mother. When the chicken of the babies, when the hens of the chicks, the chick brain functions by itself, not by the mother. If you disbelieve me, do the incubating hatching of the chicks and see what's happening. The brains function by themselves because there's no mother there and there's no father there as a rooster. But by you can't understand what I'm saying, you get stuck. Stuck. So you gotta wake up. Wake up and realize what's going on. I know that they have their own direction of doing things. And their pathway of going from one destination to another destination. They already have that down into the brains. Only the black man is trying to go silly with his brains like he do not know. And he already know everything. Nobody have to teach him anything. But he wants someone teach him things so it can confuse his brain. And he was the original man. Not was, he is the original man. But he want other men that came after him to teach him things to confuse his brain. So his brain's kind of stuck in a gear, stuck in first gear and can't get out to get in second gear. Because he's been getting teaching from other people that is not the original. And that's what's going on. That's what's going on. So by he can't overstand, he gets stuck. Stuck. And that's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? So by he not understanding the laws of nature, that's his problem. Not understanding the laws of nature because he want to be under understanding. He want to be understand or be understood. So he's not trying to be overstood. So the white man change things around and cause him to confuse his thought and ideas. And the white man that doing all of that shit is right there. Man you call Jesus and the man you call God, because that man born from a woman, but he's God. And he was here from time and time. You could imagine that? You could imagine that. This man been here from time and time. This man been here from time and time. And if he been here from time and time and he have to born from a woman, that is telling you something. That is telling you something that is baloney. He cannot born from a woman and been here from time and time. A woman cannot have a child unless she been impregnated by a male. It doesn't matter what male it is. She have to pregnate it from a male. Cannot pregnate it from nothing or from some spirit. That's bullshit. Excuse my language. But that's how it is. So if this man born from a woman and he's God and he pregnate the woman of himself and he's not a man, then somebody's telling you wrong stories. But anyway, I'm just talking from myself. And what come I just say. And you can't stop me from saying what I'm saying. Straight up. Because I'm speaking from myself. I can't speak from you. And I can't speak from the book that you wrote. Too much. Because you wrote a book from yourself. Or you wrote a book from people watching and observing other people, and you write down their stories. So the Bible is stories that are written down by other people. Not by this guy. Hello? Not by this guy. So the story of the Bible is symbolic. And you don't want to get into that because you get confused. You know why you get confused? Because it says God created the earth. And God created heaven. And God made man. And the first man God made is Adam. And then he put Adam to sleep and make a woman from one rib. So you're going with that story. And they have babies. And the first baby killed the second baby. And the first baby called upon this man called God that born from a woman. So you see the stories. So that first boy of Adam go to another place and find himself a woman and start having babies. So where did he find that woman? And this man, God protect him, so no harm will not come to him when he go to that strange land. Because this guy said, Cain, I will put a protection on you, so if anyone find you, they will not bring no hurt unto thee. And this same guy said unto Adam, I will give you another boy, and his name will be Seth, for the blessing. And also Seth has boys. No girls. None of them have girls. So the Adam did not have any girls until he was over 100 years old. Then he have sons and daughters.
Come on, my people.
And if you go into your book of Genesis, you can see all of that. So do you think it's a real story or a fairy tale?
They're just a wicked people. Wicked people, my friend.
Too much for you. Too much. So guess what? I'm telling you, wake up and be good. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Peace and respect. Peace and respect. Peace and respect to all the black men and all the black women.